Hello, welcome back to Otter Pop Culture. Today we're going over the LA-based duo called Coast Modern and their second album called Going Mainstream. So this is their second album, coming after their 2017 self-titled album called Coast Modern. I got into them off of the song Dive. I was listening to, I can't remember what radio or Spotify radio I was listening to, but that song came on. I was like, oh, I really like this. Let me get into more of them. I want to get into more of their album. I listened to the full album like literally that moment, and I really liked it. And I love their sound. It kind of reminds me of like surf rock meets kind of beachy, kind of very summer. Like they are the epitome of a summer band. And I really really like their sound. So this album, I don't remember having there been any type of promotion or any type of like announcement that this is album coming out. I looked on Instagram and I felt like there was a few posts, but it kind of just dropped, you know. So I'm not mad about it either because this has been a really good drop. Like in my head, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go into it. No expectation because I don't really know. There was no like singles or anything with this, so I don't know what I'm gonna get into. And what I got into is actually a very uplifting album. Like, this album's very summery. It's very just, the whole vibe is kind of telling you to like relax and kind of enjoy yourself, but at the same time also giving you like lessons here and there about like how you feel and how you see the world. And it just want to make you feel good, it feels like. And I really feel like it definitely did that. Um, they are, there's some really really good songs in this, and the production's very nice. I feel like the production has elevated actually to a more like they've always been a group that's been very fun. Like there's nothing too serious and nothing too like, they do a really good job with the production and with the lyrics and everything, but it's a weird kind of like they're just having fun and they'll say silly things. And there's one song called Puppy Llama, which I still don't know what that song's about, but I really love the song and I think it's really nice. That one came out in 2019. So yeah, I'm super excited to have this album that came out. Let me go over the songs I really like, kind of talk about them and everything. So first off, I want to talk about the first song, which is called Sunshine Time. Definitely not talk about Sunshine Time entirely or about sunshine at all. It's more about like the idea. It starts off with the person singing about his grandfather dying, and he's like, but there's this weird kind of like uplifting piece of it, just like I'll see you on the other side kind of thing. There's just with a wink. It seems like a weird kind of it just kind of give you that space of like, he's dying, but there's some kind of like release that's coming from it, or positive release that's coming from it, coming from the grandpa himself. And then it goes into what happens when you die, what happens when you close your eyes. And then he says hit it like a thunder, but you could always see the sunshine, night or day or night. So I guess I wonder if that song's talking about like no matter what situations you're in, there's always a bright side to something, or you can always find the sunshine or the light somewhere, no matter how dark the situation could be. I just want to give a shout out to that one because it's the first song, and I think it's kind of starts off with a weird gloomy. It's like a positive thing, but it kind of like, oh, I wonder what that means. But then it kind of releases that and kind of goes more into other topics. Still uplifting, like the songs that you've been waiting for, which is the second song. I really like it. It's talking about the idea of the times in 1999 where we still had Napster and we're downloading music and illegally, obviously. And he's talking about those times. It's like, I love those times. I wish I can go back to those times. And he says, I remember back in 99, before music died, Napster came and blew our minds. Pretty much in a way, just like they felt like the music has kind of trickled away or kind of died out. There hasn't really been a lot of like impactful music, which I completely disagree, but I do like to point out that the 90s was a great time too. And also the early 2000s really nice too. So I understand, but I do understand the times of around that time. It was much easier to kind of obtain a lot of music that you couldn't really download because everything was paid. You had to pay for everything or buy something physically. So the fact that these Napster came through and was just like, you can download it secretly, it's kind of just like, what? So now you got way more music than you expected to get, that you would usually get before. Like you usually could probably buy like 2 albums or here and there, but like this one, you can buy full-on albums, multiple albums, or download multiple albums for free. It's kind of cool. Hula Hooping is another song I really like. This one's kind of talking about looking up when you're feeling down, trying to find the positive in things. And he's done one part he says I really like is the grass is always greener till it's brown. So I look inside and found, and it goes into hula hooping. I think it's kind of it's that part where it's like not taking itself seriously and it's just trying to have fun. And I think hula hooping is a silly thing. It's just like, oh, then I found out about this hula hoop and I started doing it and it's really, really fun kind of thing. It really blew my mind. And I feel like it's so cute to kind of have a person find something inside, find happiness when they're feeling low over something very, very simple. You know, it's really, I don't know, it feels very refreshing to me. I love the beat, I love the sound. The bridge has this, like, it gets weird because it talks about a horse named Jericho, and I know it's metaphoric, but the idea of it's kind of silly. But yeah, this song's pretty much talking about, like, talking about his problems, how he feels low, but he says in the middle, he's like, I swear it gets better, kids. Cause I have a choice and I went outside. Pretty much saying just like go outside. If you're feeling down, do something about it. Like, not about it, but like do something that would uplift you, that makes you feel better. You know, it could be anything from the simplest as just going outside or simple as just doing something silly that you haven't done in a long time, like hula hooping. Waterfalls is the next song. It's pretty much saying to let yourself cry, let yourself feel without holding it all in. And he says, life is a waterfall of emotions, and it takes all you got to keep from exploding, exploding. And then it goes, it's hard enough to be human, it's hard enough to be human being, or be a human being without hiding how you really feel. I think it's so nice. It's so beautiful to have that kind of topic. This one, I love the production. I love the production. It's really good. And then we go to Bizness of Death, which is, I also love the production. I just didn't really understand what the song was about. He says, close your mouth and stay inside your house, sink into your couch. And then it says, like, I know you wanna, but you can't look away. And it's just like, it's just a business of death. I don't really know exactly what that means, but the production is really, really nice. I really like the production. On My Way is the next song. This one kind of talks about whether or not they should follow their dreams and continue doing what they're doing. Maybe this is the whole idea of with the whole going mainstream, because now that they're going mainstream, they have to figure out, like, is this what they really want? Because, of course, like a lot of artists, when they go into the mainstream, they get exposed to a lot of things. They're like, oh, I thought this was going to work out really nicely, but there's things there's a lot of trade-off that's not so great about this. And you have to work even harder to, like, get the simplest things seen, you know? And so it kind of talks about, he's like, should I give it all up, move to another country, grow a couple of vegetables and get a dog? And it's just like at the same time it flips over and it's like, oh, maybe I should just keep going. And at the end of it says, like, I'm writing another song, it's all for you, now I'm yours. And the direction is saying, like, maybe it could be talking about us as the fans. So now that it belongs to us, now that he wrote it, it's kind of more for us than more for him. And then, or maybe it's an industry that he's talking about, or like the managers and people that want you to write more songs and be more mainstream to get more of it. So now his kind of soul and his writing kind of belongs to them and not solely to himself. Don't know which one he's talking about in that direction, but I do like the song. Baja Baby is such a summer song. It is the summer song. It's so good. It's pretty much the whole idea of him pretty much saying, just like, relax, enjoy yourself. This place I'm at is so beautiful, and it's just a really feel-good song. And I love the key change after well, I love the guitar solo, and then after the guitar solo, there goes like this key change of the chorus, which is really, really nice, and it adds even more of a level and more atmosphere to the song. I really love it. Lime Green Jeep, another fun song. This song is really nice. I love how well the guitar goes with the production. I think it's really nice. This guitar is very intense. Definitely before the chorus, it just goes in, and I really appreciate that. I think we need more guitars nowadays than we have. We haven't really got a lot of guitars in the industry, probably because of the whole fact that rock is still kind of trying to climb its way back into mainstream again. But it definitely will. I definitely believe it. This one talks about the idea of pretty much just not being hard on yourself. I feel like to me it says, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't look at yourself as being so perfect. He says, my life is a lime green Jeep. That's the metaphor. If you try to keep clean, why are you on a road? So it's just kind of things like, why, if life is messy, life can be messy, and if you're expecting it to be clean and perfect, then you are not really living, aren't you? You're not really, what's the point of being, if you're just trying to be clean, what's the point, And I think that it's the point of just saying, just like, it's messy, you're going to be okay, just work through it, kind of thing. It's just part of life, So yeah, that's pretty much it with that one. And then finally, the last song, which I didn't really star, but I want to give it a shout out. It's pretty much ends with a song called Hold Me Down, which pretty much talks about like this being with this person that he really likes, and there's an uncertainty that he's going to be around, but he's like, no, I'm here and I won't take you for granted. Just hold me down when I'm feeling down and we'll be fine. And it ends with a nice, beautiful setting of where they're like going off into the how they're like relaxing on the beach or relaxing through all these things, and he's like describing the surroundings of them living in this like present space, and it's really beautiful. But it's a bridge, so it ends on a bridge, which is kind of interesting, and I haven't seen that before. I'm very impressed with this album. I'm so happy that it was just a feel good album. It definitely has lifted me in spirits because I love the sound of it. I give this one a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 because maybe some of the songs I didn't really understand, but majority of the songs I did, and I really love it. So leave a comment below, tell me what you thought. If you heard of them, let me know. If you've seen them in concert, let me know too. I want to know what they sound like. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell too, so you get more of my videos. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.